Hey everybody, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Man, I hope everybody has had a really good week so far. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. A few more days to go, and it's the weekend, okay? Uh, I just want to hit a little bit of another thing that I, of course, everybody knows and stuff, is that if, well, let's just say it outright. If the Democrats get their way here in November, okay, and Republicans lose, the conservatives lose in November, the United States, basically as we know it or knew it as we grew up, I'm sorry to say, and it's going to be gone. It just is. Democratic Party is really now totally the Democratic Socialist Party, and they claim that. They say that. I mean, they're not. They don't hide it. That's just what it is. There's no better time right now than to have fully stocked supplies with what you're going to need, because there is no telling what's going to happen if they get their way in November. I mean, they're already starting to get their way now. And, if you're not one of them, then you're against them. They don't have a way to have difference of opinions. You're not allowed to have a difference of opinion. It's either their way or you're the enemy. And, so you're going to have to take major steps, to protect yourself. And that means plenty of long-term storable food. I hate to say it, but it's true. You're going to have to really stack up a bunch of stuff as much as you can, but try not to stack it all in one place. Because, I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? Foobar can happen. Doo-doo can just happen any old time. And if it's going to happen, for sure, it's going to happen on the one side. Now, I know people, pros and cons of, Trump. You can like Trump, not like Trump. That's fine. I personally believe that some of the things he's doing is for the country. No, obviously not all of it, but some of it is for the good for the country. The guy's getting old. He wants to make things right. Maybe he is not going about it the right way. I don't know. It's up for you to decide. But if you're not prepared for what's coming, literally, and they mean it, because back when President Obama was, becoming president, I mean, one of his famous words, right, was to fundamentally change America from what it is. And that was then. They're doing it. They're going from what we would call a free country to a non-free country. If anybody knows anything about diehard socialists, they're like this close to communists. And we all know communists. Now, but why? Why is the country going that way? I mean, literally. Why is the country going from conservatism, red, white, and blue, gold, glory, stars and stripes forever, and going towards a total bunch of ideals and idealisms that never work anyways? You know what? To be a socialist and be a socialism, it's okay until you run out of yours and my money, because they're going to take everything from the uber rich, like they say. And once the uber rich leaves all the states, then they're going to come down to this simple people, right? The most common people, the middle class. As always, over decades and decades, the middle class has carried the country. It has. Not the uber rich. Unfortunately, it's definitely not the uber poor, but it's the middle class has bear the weight of this country and a lot of other countries. So be prepared. Get yourself as much storable food and as much stuff as you can, and don't necessarily keep it in one place, because they could come and they could confiscate it. During crisis situations, if they know or follow the trails and stuff, say if you charge a lot of stuff or put it on, like I say, credit cards and stuff, they'll know where it probably went, and they'll know how much you got. And if you have enough, they come knocking at your door during times of distress. And they could take it. Technically, they could take up to half, but, I don't give them that. I say that they would probably come in here and leave you a week or two and take everything else you had, no matter how long you've been storing it. one way to maybe get around that is to show that you just didn't go out yesterday and buy 500 cans of soup. You know, you bought 500 cans of soup over the last year or two, and have your little dates and everything that you purchased this and receipts and stuff, so they can see, well, okay, he just didn't go out and try to hoard everything. He's been doing this for his family and stuff like that. Might make it better, maybe, but you just don't want to keep all your eggs in one basket. Just what I'm saying. So, and until all this happens, we have to. And like I said, you may disagree with me, and that's fine. Maybe you want socialism. I don't know. I don't. I know what it'll end up being, and it won't be good for anybody. I mean, it won't be good for nobody in the long run. And that's just the way it is. It's not worked anywhere for any real length of time. But we are the America, right? We're the grand experiment. We had a revolutionary war to give us this country. We fought for it. We got rid of one tyrant, so now people keep saying, well, we have another tyrant in office. He's an elected president. He's not a tyrant. He's not a king. Doesn't want to be. But you got one side of the fence that literally hates this person and his administration. I mean, we're talking hate. You can't get to glory if you have hate in your heart. Just keep that in mind. You have to have forgiveness. If you don't have forgiveness, how do you expect to be forgiven? I didn't say that. We all know who did. So I'm just saying, get your duckies in a row, stock up on stuff, everything that you need, because come November, you might not be able to get it because it's going to be so screwed up. I mean, things are going to get so screwed up come November that, I don't think it'll happen, but it's possible we could have a civil war again. I don't know. I don't think that would happen. That would be very catastrophic for the entire country to go through that. But who's to say, Who's to say that it can't happen? So, all right, then. Hey, look, it's nothing but love for you guys. I truly mean it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Any comments are good, pro or bad, good, whatever. If you don't believe in what I'm saying, that's fine. If you want to tell me, that's fine. Be nice. You don't have to be mean. But you don't have to agree with me in everything I say. You don't have to like, this administration. I mean, you don't have to like them. But they are doing a few good things. They are. And, no matter who's in office, somebody somewhere's not going to like him, no matter who it is. But I really don't want communists and I really don't want socialists running this country. I really don't. And it's not going to be good for me. It's not going to be good for you. Guaranteed. So, all right, then. It's nothing but love for you. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Get out there, cover your six, enjoy. And hey, the weather's kind of good, so enjoy the weather too. All right. So we'll talk to you later.